Are you feeling more lightheaded than usual when you stand up? Do you experience blurred vision, weakness on one side, or forgetful moments that seem to come out of nowhere? If you're over 60, these could be more than just normal aging. They may be early warning signs of a stroke, and they shouldn't be ignored. According to the American Stroke Association, stroke is the fifth leading cause of death and a top cause of disability in older adults. And here's what's truly alarming. Many strokes happen without warning, especially in seniors managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol. But here's the good news. Certain vegetables, yes, vegetables, can naturally help reduce stroke risk, improve blood flow, and protect your brain. In today's video from Golden Aging Health, we're revealing 3 stroke-fighting vegetables that doctors and researchers are calling game changers for seniors. They're not exotic or expensive. They're widely available at your local grocery store, and they can be added to your meals starting today. Before we jump into the first vegetable, make sure to tap like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more science-backed, senior-friendly tips to stay strong, sharp, and independent after 60. Now, let's get started with the first vegetable that helps reduce stroke risk fast, a green you may already be eating, but not nearly enough.
Vegetable number 1, spinach, the stroke-fighting leafy green. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 73-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. Margaret had always considered herself relatively healthy. She walked daily, took her blood pressure meds, and ate modest meals. But last winter, she started feeling more forgetful and unsteady. One morning she felt dizzy and her right hand went numb for a few seconds. Thankfully, it was only a transient ischemic attack, or TIA, a mini-stroke. Her doctor told her it was a serious warning sign. If she didn't take action, a full stroke could be next. That was the turning point. Her doctor emphasized not just medication, but nutrition, especially increasing her intake of leafy greens rich in potassium, magnesium, and folate. And at the top of that list, spinach. Spinach isn't just a salad base, it's a stroke-fighting superfood backed by science. A study published in the journal Neurology found that older adults who consumed high levels of leafy greens had a 20 to 25% lower risk of stroke, largely due to the high levels of folate, which helps reduce homocysteine, a compound linked to blood clotting and artery damage. According to Harvard Health, spinach is also loaded with potassium, which helps control blood pressure by balancing out sodium levels. High blood pressure is the #1 risk factor for stroke in older adults. Spinach helps prevent stroke in several powerful ways. Its high folate content helps lower homocysteine levels in the blood, a key factor in reducing blood clot risk. Meanwhile, its abundant potassium works to relax blood vessel walls and counteract excess sodium, helping to naturally lower blood pressure. Magnesium in spinach supports a healthy heart rhythm and improves overall circulation, while natural nitrates found in the leaves help widen blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely to the brain. Together, these nutrients make spinach a potent ally in protecting seniors over 60 from stroke. Margaret started eating spinach 4 times a week, adding it to her morning omelet, blending it into smoothies, and sautéing it with garlic for dinner. Within 3 months, her blood pressure dropped from 142 by 88 to 126 by 80. She felt steadier on her feet, more alert, and no further stroke warnings appeared. Just like Margaret did after her mini-stroke, you can start using spinach in simple ways that support your brain and blood vessels. No aspirin needed, just real food that works naturally. Here's how you can add spinach to your routine and get the most stroke-fighting benefits. Add 1 cup of cooked spinach to meals at least 3 to 4 times per week. Combine with olive oil or avocado to improve absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. Use in omelets, soups, stir-fries, or smoothies. Have you already cooked with spinach? Or are you thinking of adding it to your meals more often now? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear how you use it. Up next, we'll explore a colorful veggie that's often overlooked but may help strengthen your blood vessels and protect your brain after 60.
Vegetable number 2, beets, nature's blood flow booster. You've probably eaten beets in a salad, or maybe you've passed them by in the grocery store without a second thought. But did you know that this deep red root vegetable could be one of the most powerful natural tools to reduce stroke risk after 60? Beets may look simple, but they're loaded with compounds that directly support healthy blood pressure, improved circulation, and clearer arteries, all crucial for stroke prevention. According to a study published in Hypertension by the American Heart Association, seniors who consumed beetroot juice daily saw an average drop of 8 mmHg in systolic blood pressure, a reduction similar to the effect of some prescription drugs. But there's more. Beets also contain betalains, potent antioxidants that fight inflammation in blood vessels and support overall heart and brain health. That's a big deal because inflammation and oxidative stress silently damage arteries over time, increasing your risk of blood clots and stroke. If you're over 60 and looking for a simple, natural way to support healthy blood pressure and circulation, here are some easy ways to start using beets at home. Add half a cup of roasted beets to salads or grain bowls a few times a week. Blend 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder into smoothies for a nitrate boost. Try half a cup of fresh, unsweetened beet juice as a daily tonic. Pair with citrus or olive oil to improve flavor and nutrient absorption. When used consistently, beets can help increase oxygen flow to the brain, lower blood pressure, and keep your arteries clear naturally. Finally, we'll introduce a crunchy, underrated veggie that works deep inside your brain to fight inflammation and protect against stroke-related memory loss. You might be eating it already, just not the right way.
Vegetable number 3, broccoli, the brain-protecting cruciferous powerhouse. Do you already cook with broccoli? Or do you have a favorite recipe you'd recommend to others? Share your ideas in the comments. Someone else might try your tip next. Broccoli belongs to the cruciferous family, alongside cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage, and it's rich in sulforaphane, a natural plant compound that's been shown to reduce inflammation in the brain and blood vessels. That's especially important for seniors, since chronic inflammation is a major contributor to stroke-related damage, memory decline, and cognitive impairment. According to a 2022 review in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, higher intake of cruciferous vegetables is associated with significantly lower rates of both ischemic stroke and age-related cognitive decline. These veggies help support the body's natural detoxification processes, reduce oxidative stress, and protect the delicate lining of the blood vessels that feed the brain. Meet Evelyn, a 68-year-old grandmother from North Carolina. For most of her life, she thought of broccoli as nothing more than a basic side dish, something you steamed and served next to a piece of chicken or fish. That changed when her older sister, Carol, suffered a mild stroke. It was a wake-up call. Carol had always seemed sharp and independent, but after the stroke, Evelyn noticed her struggling with short-term memory and balance. It made Evelyn stop and think, could I be next? She started reading up on brain health for women over 60 and was surprised to learn that broccoli, yes, plain old broccoli, was one of the most recommended vegetables by neurologists and aging experts. So Evelyn made a change. She didn't do anything extreme, just added broccoli to her meals 3 to 4 times a week. Some days she'd roast it in the oven with olive oil and garlic until the edges were crispy. Other days she'd toss it into a stir-fry with tofu and brown rice. On colder days, she blended it into a creamy soup with cauliflower and herbs. These small additions became a routine, one she looked forward to, especially because the meals were comforting and easy on her digestion. Within just a few months, Evelyn began to notice subtle but meaningful changes. Her thoughts felt sharper. She could recall names and appointments more easily. She didn't feel as mentally sluggish in the afternoons. Even her energy levels felt more stable, no more crashing after lunch. And while these changes might seem small to some, to Evelyn they felt like a quiet victory. She wasn't just eating for today, she was protecting her future. Now she says with a smile, I used to think brain health was all about puzzles and vitamins. Turns out, it's also about what's on your plate. Evelyn's routine didn't involve anything complicated, and you can do exactly what she did. If you're looking for simple ways to enjoy broccoli more often and support your brain health after 60, here are a few easy ideas to get started. Roast 1 cup of broccoli florets with olive oil and garlic for an anti-inflammatory side dish. Add steamed broccoli to grain bowls or omelets. Try a broccoli and cauliflower soup blended with vegetable broth and herbs. For extra absorption of nutrients, pair with a squeeze of lemon or a healthy fat like avocado. Just a few servings a week can help protect your brain, reduce your stroke risk, and support healthy blood vessels without needing another pill or complicated routine. Small choices today can mean the difference between independence and emergency care tomorrow. So don't put it off. Your brain will thank you.
Let's take a moment to review the 3 vegetables that doctors are stunned by because they work naturally to reduce stroke risk, especially after 60. Spinach, beets, broccoli. These aren't trendy superfoods. They're time-tested vegetables backed by research from Harvard Health, the American Heart Association, and the National Institute on Aging. And best of all, you don't need supplements or complicated plans. Just start by adding one of these stroke-fighting vegetables to your meals this week, then build from there. Roast them, blend them, sauté them, whichever way works for you. It's never too late to start protecting your brain and circulation, and small, consistent habits can lead to real, lasting benefits. If you found this video helpful, please like, share it with a friend who might benefit, and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more science-backed tips to stay strong, healthy, and independent after 60. And don't forget to check the description below. We've included links to our full playlist on stroke and heart attack, including videos on nutrition, blood pressure, and daily habits that help lower stroke risk naturally. Thanks for watching, and remember, your plate can be your best protection.